Hey everybody, it's John Stauffer, and I'm here to bring you a tech tip from Streamingteacher.com. Today I want to show you the power of yellow fields in Mastercam. These fields give us some extra tools that you may not be aware of because it's not terribly obvious when you first look at them. I want to show you 3 examples of things that you can do with yellow fields. Let's take a look at our first example. Inside of this OptiRough toolpath, I have minimum depth and maximum depth settings in my steep shallow. And if I want to set this maximum depth equal to some feature on my part, there's no obvious way to do that. I don't have a button like I do in linking parameters for 2D toolpaths to pick a feature. But I can right click in this field and I get an entire right click menu that gives me options for different ways to select something on screen or go through a table that can give me a value. For instance, we have coordinates of points or radius, diameter, length of an entity, and a few others, as well as drill tables and tap tables and angle menus. So if I want to select the Z coordinate of a feature, I can click on this option and then zoom in and pick my feature. Maybe it's the bottom of this pocket here. So now that has updated to my new value. Now I don't have to use this right-click menu to get here. If you can memorize the letters in this table, you can simply enter those into the field and then use enter. So for instance, if I type in Z and then enter, it's bringing me back to pick a new value. And so I'll choose this point instead, and now it updates. So that's one way we can use these fields. Let me pull up another example to show you a couple other ways to use these yellow fields. In my second example, I want to modify the stickout distance here in my job setup for Milturn. If I wanted to increase this value by some known number, I can use this yellow field to do math for me. For instance, if I want to extend this by 1/8 of an inch, I can type in plus 0.125, which is 1/8 of an inch, and then use enter on my keyboard. That's going to automatically do the math for me inside of the yellow field. You can do addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division here. Let's look at one more example. Here on my pickoff page, I want to modify my cutoff width. In the shop that I'm working in, maybe I'm always using imperial measuring, so everything is based off of inches. However, my cutoff tool happens to be metric. So instead of writing in a conversion for myself, typing in 0.118, whatever, I can actually use this field to do conversions for me as well. If my tool is 3 millimeters, I can type in 3 mm, enter, and that will convert it from millimeters to inches for me. And this works the other way around. In fact, as long as I know the unit, it can automatically do any conversion for me. Even if I type in 1 ft for 1 foot, it can convert that back to inches. So it really doesn't matter what you're starting with, it will always convert it back to whichever units you are using for programming. Well, that's what we had for you today in our tech tip. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. But more importantly, if you want more high quality Mastercam training content, head on over to Streamingteacher.com.